Hello everyone, this is Lori from Grammy's Keepsakes, and I have 5 of the pre-order Little Golden Book December dailies all finished. And they're ready for their flip through, and then they'll be on their way to their new homes. So let's take a look at the fun buttons first. My favorite part. And for the December dailies, I put a little star at the top of each of those. And the 2 blue ones are winter journals. There is no Christmas in them. They're just for holiday or winter. So let's go in and take a look. Let's put some of these aside so we have some room. And get our cloth all straightened out again. So here we have the night before Christmas, and this is for Stephanie. And of course we have 3 bags full of ephemera and goodies for you, and we'll take a look at those too. But first, let's take a look at the journal. So we've got 3 signatures. And I didn't count the pages. There are, if I was going to guesstimate, well, I know there's at least 15 pieces of paper in each signature, and then times that by 3 signatures times 4 for sides. So that's how I come up with it. But anyway, on the front inside cover, I have a library card pocket and the card. And I've left these blank for you to fill in. And then on the front of each of the signatures in the very beginning, I put a piece of glassine paper to protect the title page. And this one was copyright in 1987. That is so cute. I just love that. But I used some fun scrapbook paper, and I used a lot of my ideals pages from the 60s. There's ledger and different assorted coffee and tea dyed pages. Here I made a little ruffle and I sewed it to this Kool-Aid dyed page. And in each one of the journals, in the front signature, there is a bark tag. And this is real birch bark. And I punched a hole in it, and I attached some pine needles with a little crimp and a jump ring with some baker's twine. And the pine needles are very fragile. They're going to dry out and they're probably going to fall away. That's why I use the cotton baker's twine so that it can be cut away and the journal or the birch bark tag can be used however you'd like. And then I made a custom fitting library pocket out of glassine for each of the birch tags, and each one is a different size. However they were sent to me, and I got them from Knox Naturals on Etsy. And here we've got an envelope that I cut the end off for a little pocket. And the story is intact. And here we have another pocket. Let me grab something to use for a tag. And in the centers, I left the strings long. And here we've got some journaling cards and a large postcard. I just love this toy soldier. And in this pocket, we've got an old envelope with a piece of stationery, and they're all about Christmas postage. And the second signature, look how pretty that is. And another Ideals. And here we have a skinny little pocket. And another ruffle. And here we've got some of my hand-dyed wax paper. And this little pocket I made with an acetate. I made the frame and then I put acetate in, and the tag slips right in. And this is for journaling. And that right inside. And here we have another pocket, of course. And here we have a Kool-Aid dyed coffee filter. And here's a page out of one of my Christmas books, and it is a pocket. Another pocket. It's so pretty. And the third signature. And here we have a book page with a beautiful tree and its little gifts. Another piece of wax paper. And this can be left in or torn out to use for your own embellishments. And this little envelope is a pocket here, plus two little pockets. And these are just little game cards from a matching card game and Go Fish. But they've got our holiday themes. Another ruffle. And this fun little pocket flip was inspired by Carol Parker, I believe, on OakHouse Journals. And I used a piece of Christmas fabric here and stitched it onto some craft wrapping paper. And then there's a pocket with a large tag here. And then this opens up this is from an Ideals magazine. And there is a tag back here. And this little muslin pull is another little tag, and that sits right underneath the music paper envelope and the ideals page. There's a little slot for that to fit right in. And in this pocket, I've got 2 large triangle pockets that would just go on the edge of your page, one facing each direction. And then I have 3 of these corner pockets, and they flip up for journaling. And of course, they can be used either way. I'll fumble fingers tonight. Arthritis is kicking in. So this is the night before Christmas. So this is for Stephanie. And I'm dying to show you what some of the ephemera pieces are. This little bag is a bag that I made out of some wrapping paper that was gifted to me from Gail Tuthill. And inside, it's packed. Okay. This little paint chip pocket was inspired to me by Julie of CreativeArtzDesigns. And I've got just a little saying here with a couple of brads, and I stapled a little piece of lace, and there's just a little journaling tag here, and a little notebook. And it's just got 8 pieces of cut off paper and stapled it up at the top. Simple, fun, easy, love it. And here we have just December 25th stamp on a ticket. And here's a little cluster. And this was also inspired by Julie of CreativeArtzDesigns. It's a little piece of cardstock and a journaling card. And that just tucks right up in there. And here we've got a transparency, and oh my goodness, this was inspired, and now I forgot her name. How embarrassing. Well, I'm going to think of it, and when I do, I'll share it. Oh, I know. Okay. I got the Carols mixed up. This was Carol Parker from OakHouse Journals, and this was Carol Laws is who inspired this one for me. That's it. I got the Carols mixed up. That's why I couldn't think of it. But this is a fun little decorative tag, and it's made with a laminating sheet and a bunch of lace and yarn pieces. And OakHouse Journals has a tutorial on her channel for this tag. And this is a printed from Graphics Fairy. Is a little envelope that I put together with a little angel journaling card. And here's a fabric pocket. It's backed on paper, and I stitched around it, and there's some red rickrack around it. And another little journaling coin pocket. And here is a little envelope, and I have a die for this, and I used music paper and just did a little cluster on it. And inside, there's a piece of tea-dyed paper for journaling. And this little envelope is a gift card envelope is what the die is called. And I don't remember where I got it from, but it works great for journaling cards too. And here's one of my little matchbook notebooks, and I made these last year. And there's just several pieces of different assorted papers. And I use my envelope notcher, and that holds it shut. And here's another little journaling card, and I just stamped with some of the stitching stamps I have with red geranium ink from Ranger. And this is another piece of fabric stitched onto some craft wrapping paper, and I used my pinking shears to cut out the fabric. And this little pocket was inspired by Angela Kerr, and it's made from 2 very old music pages, and it is stitched around, but inside we've got goodies. So this is what the pocket looks like, and I just put some trim on the bottom, and we have 2 journaling cards, and they live in there. And here's a stamped image. This is a Tim Holtz stamp I have, and I just put an eyelet at the top and a little Merry Christmas sign and a cutout ticket. And I believe this came from Calico Collage. I'm not 100%, but I think that's where it came from a kit I purchased last year. And here I stamped on this little price tag, Joy to the World. So I have that in there. So these are all the goodies that are inside this envelope. Now, get them all back in. So far, so good. And I like to just include some of the embellishments so that you can put them where you find that the correct spot is. And in this damask envelope, we've got goodies. And I have a pen. Merry Christmas. Here is a coin envelope I made out of music paper that's full of stickers. And this came from a cross-stitch how-to magazine that I have. I just cut that right out. And I've got 20 round page tabs in here of assorted prints. And here we have a little red truck with the Christmas tree tag. And this one is Merry Everything and Happy Always. And another journaling card. A little teeny one. North Pole Express Delivery. And in here is an assorted bunch of papers that I typed out 1 through 25. So you have day numbers. Another little journaling card. And here is some stamped index cards for journaling. And on this Christmas die playing card, it's the Coke Santa guy. I've got 4 pieces of washi. I'm saving this one till last. Those are fun. And here we have a little postcard. And I got this from, I believe it's called Vintage by Me is the name of the Etsy shop. Looks like little lights all over in the, I just love this. And here's a Santa bingo card. And here's a cardinal pine cone card. And here is a greeting card for you with its envelope and a shipping tag and 2 cut tags and a little manila coin envelope. And now for these goodies. Inside this little glassine coin envelope are 3 paper clips that I made. And this one is a charm on a paper clip that is a curl. And here we've got the little library pocket paper clip. And it has a Christmas stamp in it, along with the ledger paper. And this fun paper clip. And this was inspired by Julie of CreativeArtzDesigns also. So we'll put those back in here. And inside of this little Ziploc bag, I've got 3 more charms and some assorted beads for you to have fun with charms and embellishing. So we'll slip those back inside. And all of the different books will have similar embellishments. They'll be a little different, but they'll be very similar, so we won't go through all of them. But in this package, more goodies. Love the crinkle. Okay, in this glassine bag, I have ruffles, because you can't have enough ruffles. And another little cutout journal card. And in this bag, we've got an assorted bunch of ribbons, trims, and rickrack. I believe there are over 20 pieces. And then we have an assortment of cutoffs of scrapbook paper and cardstocks. And they all vary. I just grabbed bunches and piles. And some are quite large. So we'll clip those back together again, and let's move to the next journal. Oh, don't want the points to get ruined. There we go. Love the paper or the clothespins. They work out so great. And again, this is for Stephanie. So Stephanie, please contact me in my email below in the description box. It's ready to ship. Okay, and then here we have prayers for children and lots of goodies for Tracie also. And this is for Tracie. Here's the spine with all the pretty buttons. And we have our little card and our glassine. And this is illustrated by Eloise Wilkin. So the pictures in here are absolutely wonderful. Here's your little birch bark tag. I just love these. get my little angel here. And here we have our little cards in that envelope. And a large pocket. And a ruffle. And here is your greeting card. And here is another little Christmas story, The Legend of the Christmas Rose. I just love that font. And I put a children's Bible story page in this book also and in the next journal. And here's some dyed wax paper. And here's some handmade paper. And this is a Bible page from 1700 and something. It is in German. I don't remember if it was 1782 or what the date was, but very old. And we have a ledger page. Another ruffle. And this is from an Ideals magazine. And here I believe are the, this is Luke 2. And I believe this is the little Christmas story in here. And here we have the little pocket with your journaling card. And I use We Are Memory Keepers frame punch board to make these frames. And here we've got a pocket of some ephemera. And an envelope pocket. And the Little Blind Shepherd story. And here is the little flip open envelope. And this came from Ideals. And I thought that was perfect for prayers for the children. And you have your journaling card here. And another one here. And your tag is a little story. On this ruffle, I zigzagged some red eyelash trim on it to give it some extra fluff. And here we've got the 2 large corner pockets and the 3 smaller corner that flip up. And your bag of goodies. So Tracie, happy birthday to you and your husband. Happy anniversary. And please contact me and my email. I'll leave it below in my description box. Okay. And then we have hymns and Frosty the Snowman. And these are for Wendy. And Wendy, I'm not sure which Frosty you would like, so please let me know if you want Frosty old or Frosty new. And then the other one will be available in my Etsy shop. But Wendy gets first pick. And we've got winter ephemera for Frosties and fun Christmas ephemera for hymns. So let's take a walk through hymns. Here's your spine. And the library pocket and cardigan and the vellum. And this is the 14th printing, 1977. Original copyright is 1947. And we've got some ruffles. And here's your birch tag. I just love these. But do remember the pine needles, they're going to dry out. They're very, very fragile. They're a great look, but they will probably, fall off. They'll get completely dry. But they look so much better than having a die cut for the embellishment. Here we have an envelope pocket. And this is from Ideals. Another envelope pocket. And make sure that I did cut them open. That would be disappointing. And here you have ephemera in this pocket. Journaling cards. Ledger. My red paper turned out pretty dark pink, didn't it? But it was supposed to be red, but it's still pretty. And here's a page out of the children's Bible story book. And the ledger. Another ruffle. And a book page out of the 1700 Bible in German. And here we have a star and some wet dyed wax paper. Another journal or little pocket for journaling cards, and another page from Ideals. They're caroling. And here's your little frame pocket. says Miracle, your tag. And your greeting card. And here's some music staff paper. Another ruffle. And from an Ideals magazine. And here we have another envelope pocket with a couple of cards. I love this. And here's your little pocket flip. Has the little muslin tag here. And picture. Another journaling card. And your tag. It's Stained Glass Window by Norman Rockwell. And your little corner pockets, the 3 little ones that flip up and the 2 large ones. So this is hymns and all the goodies. And then we have Frosty. So here we have the spines. It's kind of hard to get it all on screen. Here's a winter bingo card. And the little polar bears are with their skis, doily, and an envelope pocket, and another envelope pocket with some little cards. Here's your birch bark tag. I just love that. And some ephemera. Hot cocoa and fuzzy socks. And the little kids outside playing. And I glued on a little banner here, and inside there's 2 little tag punch outs. And they fit right in this little Love Winter belly band. Kind of like a little pocket. And Walking in a Winter Wonderland. It's a bunch of ice skates. And here we have a little pocket and that I made from cardstock, and a little paper clip for it. Another bingo card. And here's 2 tags that were gifted to me by Gail Tuthill, and she jelly printed these. So we have original art. And here we have your little flip envelope, the tag, and I've got a little stamped snowflake with some beads on a bulb pin. And your little journaling card, it's got some snowflake ribbon. And it flips open. And here's another journaling card. Another doily, some dark blue, navy blue dyed wax paper, the pages you see that are this color, I dyed with a used up ink toner cartridge and with some of the lace, the plastic lace that I have. So that's where this blue comes from. It's a cyan ink toner cartridge. Or I guess it's not toner, it's just an inkjet ink cartridge. And here we've got a couple of journaling cards. Let It Snow and What a Ride. Large pocket. And here is your little pocket with the window. And I punched out some snowflakes from a border punch out of some mirror card. And put a piece of that mirror card here. So that gets framed right in that pocket. And we've got 3 little corner pockets that flip up and 2 large snowflake pockets. So this is Frosty Old and Frosty New. And I got that because this one is the 31st printing from 1979. Its original copyright was 1950. MCML, 1950. And this one is 1992. And it does have repair work from This Is How I Received the Book. So a child loved it. And those are the best kind of books. This is from a Braille book that I have from the 1960s. I love that aging at the edge. And here's a winter bingo card. Dyed wax paper. A little envelope pocket in the center. So the two books are very similar. And here is your birch bark tag. And some ephemera, little girl sliding, let it snow, and welcome to winter. And here we have a winter wonderland pocket with a couple of punch tags. Itsy bitsy tiny ones. The second signature. Another one of those cyan dyed pages with the lace. In an envelope pocket. And here is your little flip open pocket that's this inside with the journaling card. And the tag here. And it's embellished with some ice skate die cuts and snowflakes of these are dies that I have and stamps. And your tag. And again, it's got the beads, the little tag, and the little button. And here we have a bingo card. And 2 more pieces of Gail's jelly printed journaling cards. Ski lifts. So there's lots of pockets built in already. Here's a little pocket I made in the center here. Give it a little clip. I just love this cardstock. And here's your tag and pocket. This is from Artie Mays. And some pretty cardstock that's pearlized. And then I punched out the snowflake border. And we have 3 little pockets that flip up and 2 large snowflake pockets. So this one is Frosty New. Now the embellishments for the Frosties are a little bit different because there's no Christmas. So let's take a quick look. In this bag we have all of the handmade goodies. So we've got cluster and another lace pocket with the not transparency, laminate. That's it, laminating from OakHouse Journals, and little pocket envelope with journaling card. And snowflake and snowman, and the little gift card envelope with the journaling paper inside. And here is this note paper. And here I made a tag. It's many layers. It's a jelly print on music paper backed on brown or craft wrapping paper, and on top of it is an overlay with a snowflake design in yellow, and then I inked it with StazOn ink, a blue midnight StazOn. And then I just sewed around it, and I used a little snowflake stitch, and I put some fun eyelash trim at the top. And here's the paint jet pockets. Got to use my snowflake brads and the lace and the little snow falling card and the little notepad. And again, this idea was inspired by Julie of CreativeArtzDesigns. And here's the little fabric pocket with the trim backed on paper and zigzagged. And a couple of snowy journaling tags and mittens. And the matchbook notepad. And this is the little Angela Kerr pocket. Baby, it's cold outside. Winter Wonderland. And the snowman tag. And another little snowfall. And a snowflake. Tim Holtz stamp with the lace on the bottom. And here's another jelly printed tag. And then I layered some cheesecloth and a little guy with his sled behind him. Snow Day. And stitched around it. And here we have one of Dee Dee Farago's 3 and 15 Don't Freak Out Before Christmas tags. And this has 3 little pockets, and each one has a little envelope, but it is a journaling paper. So you just fold it and fold it in half and a half again and flip it over. And that goes right in the little pocket. There's 3 of those. And here, there's a large coffee dyed note paper in this little pocket. Well, fumble fingers. Got it. And depending on how you glue this in, as to if you just glue the whole back down, then you're good to go. Otherwise, if you just glue around 3 sides, you'll have another pocket. So these are the fun embellishments, and they're in the snowflake kind of bag. And this one, we've got more paper clips and beads and charms. Here's a Let It Snow, and this paper clip, and this paper clip. And this was inspired by Julie of CreativeArtzDesigns too. So we have 3 paper clips and a bag of charms and beads. Snowflakes, snowman, and then beads. So that's in this glassine. And a bunch of stickers. Some more journaling cards. And some label stickers. And these are Teresa Collins stickers. And we have a bag of 20 punched tabs. And this came out of a cross-stitch instructional book I have. And here's some winter ticket printouts. And some little snow fun circles. And an ice skater with some washi tape on that playing card. And we have our tags and a coin envelope and a shipping tag. Oh, here's the rest of the little circles. I thought there was 5 of them. Here's the rest of them. They're so cute. The little kids playing. And the little snowman with the birdie on his nose. And we have a CD envelope. So lots of fun things to embellish your journal, and a snowflake pen. And then in this one, oh my goodness, it's in there snug. Got some 6x6 craft art cardstock. Stick those right back in. And here's some more. These are graphic 45. Another little design. And some more cardstock and scrapbook paper cutoffs. And then we have our ruffles. And this is a bunch of birch trees in the winter. And here we have some holly foliage and some blue, some more holly, some snowflakes and glittery fabric, and more snowflakes. And this is the same fabric as the spine. This, I did coffee dye this so that it wouldn't be so bright. This is the original. It's very bright. And in here we've got loads of trims and yarns and ribbon, lace. Let's open it up a second and show you this fuzzy thing. Is this fun or what? Look at that. And it's so soft, loopy. This would be fun to make embellishments from. Looks like fresh fallen snow. And I even have some snowy colored iridescent sequins in here. So we'll put those back in this one. So Wendy, get a hold of me. In my email is below in the description box. It is ready to go. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will have the other journals up shortly. And they'll be listed in my shop. And thank you very much, and happy creating.